Hey, this is Malachi, the Martha Stewart, the male Martha Stewart of YouTube, Wranglerstar, has gotten a call from the YouTube people, all the money people, because he's got, 1.6 million subscribers or something like that. So he's making a big amount of money off of YouTube every month, even if it's only 10 grand, which it could be more than that, actually, because he's got 1.6 million in the topics he talks about. Anyways, now's the time of year you make all your money on some things, right? Because if anybody knows about the algorithms and stuff like that, you make a lot of your money off the ads during this time of year. So guess what? The giants at YouTube says, hey there, Martha, you're making a lot of money off of us every month via advertisements, and we keep cutting you out these big checks. And you've been doing pretty good. And occasionally you like to talk about Christian stuff. So that's good. I mean, it keeps those stupid Christians watching your videos a little bit longer. And that's great, because then we can get them with 3 or 4 different ads, right? And but you're going to have to do something for us if you want to stick around, right? You're going to have to do the COVID. You're going to have to play the COVID. We need a video of you looking sad. And discussing all these different things. Now, you don't have to say you were tested. You don't have to say at all that you went to the hospital. But here's some symptoms you can throw out there. Make sure you look sad, Make sure you kind of say that you're stuffed away. Because he probably said, God, Google, but I'm not sick. Well, you know what? That brand new house you bought, I don't think your wife's going to like it if you're not making that payment, right? You'll be out on the street. Okay, well, maybe he's a good guy, and he says, yeah, but I don't really want to really lie. Well, just say that it's flu-like symptoms, right? And you felt a certain way. Yeah, okay. And give a little pinpoints, but at no point in time do you have to say that you went to the hospital and actually got a real COVID test. And if you see my last video now, and they would ask you to download the little app on your phone so they can trace you, and you haven't made a statement on having your family checked or anybody that you worked with, even though you just recently got COVID, and it really feels like a flu, and you were weak, and he felt like he couldn't breathe, and it's just I didn't know what to do. No, it's not that you're in your 50s, dude. Not that the change of the season. Not that maybe you did have a flu, maybe a little bit of walking pneumonia, which used to be the case back in the day before this whole newfound COVID came into play, where you can utilize that. It's the badge of honor. Oh, I got COVID, right? No. Don't say that your wife went to the hospital or got tested. Don't say that your kids went to the hospital and got tested. Don't just say that you got it magically. One day. It's just like you were out in your barn doing whatever it is you do, and then magically the little COVID little thing came hopping over your estate there and just popped into your system magically. It was there before you felt the effects of it. Or maybe with his COVID, it just magically all of a sudden he got it, popped in right through his nose or eyes or whatever it is. I'm sure he goes and wears his stupid mask every time he goes out, right? Doesn't he not wear his mask every time he goes out? Matter of fact, hey, people, he does. He does. When he goes to the store, guess what? He uses a mask. Well, how did you get it then, Mr. Wranglerstar? Martha? Huh? Tell us. I'd like to know. How'd you get it? If all these things that you're saying are so true and adequate and accurate, not adequate, but accurate, then how did you get it, Mr. Wranglerstar? Tell me. And why don't you be freaking honest with people? There's been a lot of deception going on. I've been watching you for a little while here and there. the deception is creeping in. There's little things that don't quite connect. And when I see things that don't connect, I do have, my last name means a cog and a wheel. Meaning a cog is a gear. It connects things. In order for things to move, it has to. So I'm very good at connecting dots. Connecting dots. That's all I do. It's my degrees in theology. I connect dots a lot. And I always look back at a project and go, something's not right. It's like on a job I just got done with. I had to look at it and go, I was going, it looks like this is going maybe like this. Are you sure? The guy that built it was a professional. Let me get out my straight edge here. I've got a big 8-foot straight edge. And I put it on there and conk, 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 conk. Seems that at one point he went this way and then he kind of went this way, and now you got a bow when you're wrong like that. Now, we can fix it. It's going to cost about $5,000. Or we can make it work. Let's make it work. Thank you so much. So I have the ability to look at things and sit back and go, doesn't make any sense. Oh, another thing too, before I forget, before I close out this video. Mr. Martha Stewart. Does your dick work? This is just, because there's another guy called Bald and Bankrupt. Go check him out. However, he deleted this one particular video where he claimed to have had COVID. And the one thing that he said during his month-long thing, supposedly, is that he couldn't get an erection. Was he lying? Because here's another thing, too. Back in March, April, maybe, I can't remember. Anyways, you can go back on my things. I was working on a job with one of the first cases of COVID. One of the first cases of death of COVID. I was working on their property. And the husband got COVID, supposedly. I'm not going to say he did or he didn't. And the wife did. I'm not going to say she did or she didn't. But however, their daughter does work at a hospital. So they probably did. Anyways, she died. And then the guy who came in and did some of the work on that job that I was doing, the carpet stuff, he also had COVID, as they call it now. He just thought it was a bad flu. He said it was really, really bad. He said he was really, really sick for a while. And his kid had it. He was really, really sick for a while. When you do these things, Mr. Martha Stewart, when you come out and when you come out and you start saying this stuff, and you have not received the test, supposedly, you did not go to the hospital, you did all these things on your own. I'm calling you out, you're a liar. And there's other reasons why you're doing this. And there's other reasons why you're saying this. And you could say, well, I sure hope you don't get it, Malachi. Whatever. I would not, if I was sick or had the flu or whatever, I would not, mark my words, I would not wait until everything was good and I was ready. Oh, I want to tell you about the experience I had. Wait a minute. You shoot frickin' videos every single day. Why didn't you let us go through the experience with you so we knew you're not full of shit? Okay, Mr. Wranglerstar? I'm sorry to say all this crap because I kind of like you. I think you might be a nice guy. You seem to have a good family and all that kind of stuff. That's good. But there's something going on. And I'm going to tell you, you better come clean. Because, see, I know you're a religious guy. And God sees all things. So if you didn't get tested and you didn't go to the hospital and you don't have a little thing that says you got the COVID and you don't have the new Washington Gov COVID app on your freaking phone so they can now trace you and track you, you are a liar. And guess what? That 1.6 million subs you have will be gone, just like so many others, because they don't need you. If you think you're going to sell out to them or make them feel good, you got another thing coming, man. You better be selling out to God and doing what's right. If you really were sick, you should have been doing video on it. If you really were sick when you went out to your thing and all this bullshit stuff I hear you saying, then you should have filmed the whole damn thing. Because right now, I don't believe a freaking word you say. You're a liar. And it's all, like I said, I have a gut feeling, and my gut doesn't lie because it's pretty big, that this is all for show, or it's all for something else. So come clean, buddy. Come clean or lose everything. That's the way it goes. Anyways, Malachi signing out. Church versus state. Hug your kids. Call your parents. Go see your neighbor. Repent and be baptized. Repent, buddy. Repent. I see there's an ad that's wanting to pop up here. Gonna lose a lot more than your website, dude. Just saying. Just letting you know.
Jesus loves